to the fray. Boots hit the ground as the lights give way. Loading the match where the shadows play. Signals align and the grids obey. Step through the breach with the scope held tight. Pulsing the beam of the data stream light. Maps redraw as the teams ignite. Every new round is a new rewrite. Coding the path through the shifting maze. Tracking the flow in the tactical haze. Systems lock with the lines you raise. Enter the field where the world upgrades. All eyes fixed on the stage you spawn. Zero to live as the countdown's on. Another Xeno day. Welcome to the fray. Dropping hard when the skies go gray. Link with the squad as the storms array. Stand in the grid where the brave ones stay. Another Xeno day. Rise and engage. Break every wall on the loading page. Frame after frame as the fight's upstage. Step to the line as the blaze engage. If you're here in the fight, drop a like and a sub. Boost the run when the rounds thrum like a club. Click the feed so the lights don't fade or snub. Stay with the squad as the numbers rise above. Gear up the field as the lights come on. Day breaks wide when the signal's drawn. Ride every match till the night is gone. Xeno goes live as the circuits hum strong.
Welcome. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to have a big me today, I guess. Ugh. I don't like any of this, but that's what we're gonna do. All right. So I'm trying to make sure everything's set up. Welcome to the room with me, Julia, Lunas, Christy, Wander, Pi. How you guys doing today? It's going. I had to do a lot of moving things. Had to make sure we're ready for today. Let me show you just this is one of our little prime figurine. Let's see if we can get a good. I had to move the lights around and everything, so we can get the right sheen on there. We got a black primer. Looks like we got a pretty good coat on it too. I was worried about some of the later pieces, because we had to build the shoulder pads, the backpack, the head, everything just kind of you stick it on there. So I had to make, and then the arms, there's no the arms don't socket in anywhere. They're just kind of on a flat surface. So I was I guess I just glue them on slowly and make sure that they're pointed in the right direction so it looks like he's properly got arms. And then the shoulder pad had to go on the one pointing arm, and I was like, uh-oh, how's that gonna work? Okay. We've got we have many tools that we're gonna have to learn how to use today. This cool little handheld jig is a I guess it holds the minis. We can, okay, that's cool. Yeah, we pop it in. Okay, great. So then I don't have to hold it the whole time, with like the one hand. Then we can actually get a little detail, I guess. Hopefully this first layer is going to be really easy peasy. Because nice thing about the Space Marine, especially the Ultramarine color, is it's a color. So we can just pretty much slop the paint all over them. No, yeah. So anyways, it's taken a while to set up. This might not go well. Who cares? It's going to go how it goes. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Lunas, what are you up to today, huh? Any streaming? Christy? Are you at work today? You feeling better? And how's everything going for you, Wanda? Hi, what are you up to? Well, that's yet to be seen. I can't guarantee anything. We've got, so off to our side here, this is our moisty palette. I've been trying, it says to like get all the air bubbles out of the paper, and I've been sitting here just like poking it, and it's like more. Stop it. I just want the air bubble out. Not too much moisture, because then you don't want to like oversaturate. I need a credit card. We'll just slide it up. It's a little bumpy, I guess. This is bumpy. Maybe I got like a defective wrinkly sheet. It's an old wrinkly man sheet. Made into the office? Oh, good. Okay. So hopefully you're feeling a little better. Watching Mozzie get munched by the dinos. Why was Wally in there, by the way? I was like, that is Wally. That's kind of interesting. Spoochy game with little Wally. That's good. We're talking about that Disney Dreamlight, because they have their Twitch drops going on right now. See if we can get a little stream time of that. Okay. I'm not sure. The moisture levels, like Pi said, the air is the killer. But this should keep the paint moist. It is acrylic. I don't know where to start with the brush department here. Probably gonna grind cash on Dreamlight. Ooh, okay. How much plans past that? I like that. That sounds like a nice day, though. What day is it? Is it Wednesday? Or is it Thursday? Shoot. Time is eluding me right now. Thursday. I remember the days. Don't worry. It's because my kids haven't gone to school. And I'm like, what is time, precious? Streaming later, hopefully. Okay. Heat and headache going on right now? Okay, buddy. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm definitely a little late today. Because I sat down and I'm like, I gotta like change the camera angle. And then I looked at the lighting. I'm like, the lighting sucks. I can't. So then I had to move the light over here. I have 2 lights over here on the desk so I can see what I'm doing. I got this thing here. I just opted to remove the camera from the normal stand I use and just stick it on the laptop in front of me so I can just. It seemed like a better solution. And then I realized like I had one box back here on the shelf that was just like a bunch of cords, and I was like, that looks like shit. I'm gonna have to move that box. Just got a box of cords. I mean, everyone's got a box of cords, but it was a big box of cords. Now it's just a dusty, empty shelf. How do I open that? Okay. First task, open bag. We know we can do this. I don't want to break anything. Whenever I get rippy, I just tend to just decimate things, and I don't want to do that. We want to be sensitive. We want to be very cool. We'll just use some snippy things. I should get scissors. We'll just use the hobby knife. Oh yeah. How am I feeling? I had to sleep in the other bed than the usual bed with Megan, because the other bed is like a purple mattress, and it's a lot better on my back. So I slept pretty well. But, of course, as soon as I woke up, I was like, oh, my lower back's still kind of kicking a little bit. But I wanted to get one of those huge magnifying glasses because, like, these things are so small. Like, I didn't realize how small it is. And then you start putting it together and you're like, that's a lot smaller than I expected. I need like, I'm getting like the shadow over the eye thing. Drip it down a little. There we go. Hate that where it's just like, my eyebrows are the darkness. You can't see into my eyes. Okay. We've successfully opened a bag of brushes. Okay. So these are so small. Look how small that one is. Is there even a brush on there? What is that? Oh, hold on, let me show. All right. First two brushes. This brush doesn't even look. It looks like they forgot the brush. But yeah, crafty magnifier. Like, can you even see the brush? It's barely there. Right there. It's very small. This is the 3 out of a 0. It's not. It's below 0. Okay, leave that one there. Garbage. Oh no, not in the doghouse. No, I just my back is hurting. I got the old sciatic nerve pain from sitting at a computer too much, apparently. I don't know who does that, right? Who's sitting at a computer all day? Good grief. Okay, this looks like a bit more of like maybe we should start here at a 1 to apply the first blueing. We're gonna blue him. I blued myself. That's gonna happen. Sorry, I've been watching the clips of Arrested Development, and the guy, like, one of the characters wants to join the Blue Man group, so he paints himself blue, and he keeps saying that he blew himself. Yeah, we're gonna get a blue of a time, okay? Here's one, that's another one. This is a 10 out of 0. This is even smaller. I can't holy cow, look at this. If it can focus. It's tiny. It's so small. Okay, this is 5 out of 0, okay. I'm gonna have to line these up. I'm gonna have to Emery do this for me. She loves organizing things and colors. She's really good at color coding things. It's really weird. A lot of the females in my family, or the daughters of my siblings, they don't really seem to have the ADHD. And I'm like, I think Emery does. She seems pretty bad. And she might have some OCD, like her mom does. Actually didn't realize for like ever and ever that Megan has she does things in 3s. I didn't even realize this for like till like just this year. She does things in 3s, and I was like, uh-oh. And then like she has certain things, like she has to close the closet door before going to bed and stuff, like all the way, and I'm just like, just didn't think about it. I'm like, uh-oh, yeah, no, that's totally you, isn't it? You're a big weirdo like me. Glasses needed. Oh boy. And it can present differently. Okay, yeah. See, that's what I was wondering, because Alex is exactly like me, right? So me and him just think exactly the same. It's super weird. But Emery, I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I'm still kind of like, this is very different. This is not similar at all. Not same. Okay, so we got 0, 2. And to cope better and hide it. That's probably true. I'm way too open with it, and then that's usually actually not apparently a good thing, because I believe in honesty. I'm a very honest person, and then I say things and people are like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh, isn't it? We didn't. Okay, sorry. The object impermanence. I don't see it. It disappears. Oh, been there, done that. Yeah. Women are big maskers. I've learned a lot of masking over the years, but when I was younger, I had no idea, of course, so I just was a weirdo. Okay. I don't need to line these all up. Okay. So these are the small brushes. I'm going to put them down. I'm wasting precious time. not wasting any time. It's fine. Okay. Now, these are the bigger brushes. Okay. Throw the trash down here. I'll pick it up later. People get hurt by the truth. That's true. Or we hurt. No, we don't hurt anybody. Never hurt anybody. We're gentle. Beautifully gentle. Just like this brush. The little soft tip. Little. We start with something like this because we're just going to color the whole thing in ultramarine blue, right? I'm imagining we just go with like the smallest big one to give him like his first little blue coat, right? Okay. But we'll need to apply. Okay, so we got a brush. I didn't bring a cup of water because I do need to wet the brush beforehand. That is a thing that you need to do. All right, step by step. Here we go. Water is good. And a rag. Good point. Something to wipe. I remember that when I was painting the cabinets the other day. Like, just if you spill, you can just wipe it up really quick. As long as you have something on hand. Let me grab one. All right. And the drink. Don't get paint and water and drink mixed. Who knows? I think it's non-toxic, right? Let's check. I think we're fine. Actually, one of the guys that I was watching, that I was trying to learn some of the techniques from, he has the habit where he'll dip the brush in water and then he'll like kind of suck the tip off. As long as there's no heavy metals, it's fine, right, Pi? It's acrylic. Yeah, acrylic's fine. Let's see. Warning. Small parts, choking hazard. Okay. Achtung! That's German. Look at that. A little German there. Water. Calcium carbonate. Acrylic acid. There is an etc. there. It says if you're under 3 years old. So I think that means if you're under 3, don't eat it. But it's safe if you're over 3, right? Is that what that means? Easy. Nailed it. Hey, John, how you doing? Yeah, so we're fine. We could just drink the paint. I'm pretty sure. What? I'm not even messing, man. I'm not even messing. Okay. So this is number 1. I haven't showed off number 2 yet. I think number 2, I really like this guy. Here, let's see if we can get it. It's really hard. Oh, there it goes. Can't tell too much with the black primer on right now from the details. So there are additional things that we can add. Let me just show some of the accoutrements he comes with. Totally, yeah. Yeah, he's doing the over there, boys. Gotta go over there. So we still have quite a few parts and other things. So we have some other bodies that are ready to go. So I've got 5 more of these bodies, which means we can stick on the rest of it. It's kind of an assortment of different things that we could do, which includes like arms going in different directions, We can have knives. It looks like there's a knife here. This one's a knife. That's good. There, we get the light on that, right? There's some sidearm. There's also some like belts, things that we can have equipped on plates to show seniority, and things like that. Yeah, there's some belt pouches here. These up here are different types of scopes for the gun. So when I put these guns on, so like this guy's, I just went with like the basic scope, and because he's not, I didn't think he was a sniper, so I just gave him like a nice, normal recon, just a normal assault guy scope. And then this guy that we'll start with, he has, so like the middle of the gun where the magazine is where that little slot is. So it's actually kind of empty. There's just like a little section for you to add. So I added like a big magazine to this guy's gun. So he's got like a big assault rifle. But we could add more like packs, things on his belt. But I didn't want to go too complicated. Figured that would add a lot of yuckiness to it. Influence to the hand behind the small object thing. Helps. Oh, does it really? Okay. Let's see. Hold on. We're learning. Oh, it does. Yeah, there it goes. Then if we can get the lighting a little better. Let's see. I got the light like I can move the light just a little bit. I want it like directly over the top here. It's a little behind the monitor here. If I move it a little forward, that might be better. All right, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to. I'll have to fix that later because that is actually the bolts and the nuts and bolts. Actually, so I bolted the light up here, and it's got like a completely movable system, kind of like in a studio, so it can move in any direction. But the bolts are not tight enough apparently right there, so I got to get my ratchet out, which takes I got to get like a ratchet and a wrench, do the double-sided twisteroo. That might be just a little better. Influence. Sharp. Oh, there. Oh.
Over there, man. Get up. His name is Jim. We don't like him. Get up.
What's up, Ice Queen? How you doing? Was that good? That was better, right? So I think, yeah, I gotta get the tilt because the lighting is and I can't, and every time I move it, the bolts are too not tight enough, or the light just gets droopy. It's like a sad old man. Oh, I'm just drooping. I'm sorry, we're drooping today. Okay. So I think this is really nice. So we have our paint here. So all right. So they've labeled this very easily for dummies, is what I like to see. Because this is called ultramarine blue. So I don't even have to guess what color I need to use, right? It's already written on the bottle. Talk to the hand, way better. Little lady, how are you? How you doing? How's everything going for you? How's the hubby? Sounded like there was some actual good things happening, I'm hoping. Sounded good. I need to watch that video. Yeah, I didn't know about that until I was in Mozzie's getting ready. I'll have to watch it. So do I need to shake the paint? I'm assuming we gotta shake the paint. Shake before use. It says that, yeah. Okay. Shut up, Lunas. God damn it. I'm going up and down. Damn it. I mean, side to side. Nope. Everything's gonna look terrible. I'm gonna shake it up. Nope, that's gonna make it worse too. What am I shaking? It's up here. We're shaking it. In view, it's paint. It's wiggling. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, you gotta, yeah, play that game you got. That sounds like a lot of fun. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Okay, then we'll apply just a dab onto the wet palette here, and it'll keep it moist, hopefully. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful moist pad. It's got a sponge with a little paper. I don't know if I've got the consistency of the paper. I didn't actually open it. Hold on. There's probably a baby safe lock here, right? There it goes. There it is. I found it. I found the culprit. The last dab. Oh my gosh. I peeled the thing off and the plastic is still there. It's one of those like little peelable ones, right? And now there's a no, it's leaking just a little bit. That should be good. Okay, I got some paint on my finger already. That's perfect. That's what we wanted. That's our blue. That's our guy. Oi! A raptor opened the door and ate Mozzie. Well, that's what happens when there's dinosaurs involved. I got the rag. I got water. I also got a paper towel. It's right here. I don't want to use the rag. We'll just dip a little paper towel. I blew myself. That's for Lunas. That's the joke for Lunas, sorry. He likes those jokes. Ew. Just ew. Okay. Okay, a little bit more. A little bit over here. Good. We got fingers again. Okay, keep this close by because I'm going to need this immediately. I'm muffled up. Sorry. Am I too close? Am I muffling? I smurfed. That's it. I'm sorry. I read muffled, but it's smurfed. That's completely not even the same word. Okay. Let's add a dibble dabble of paint here. We'll pick it up. Okay. We're applying just a little dibbler. A little dibble. There we go. It got excited and then it went off because it was still kind of slightly sealed. That seems good to start with. All right, we can't even mess this up. So, because it's an ultramarine and that's pretty much all their color is. So we need to get the proper moisture on the brush here. Okay, because you need to wipe off the excess. Okay, then we need to. Okay, this is a technique apparently already at the start. I don't know the same word, but you have the auto. I don't have the autocorrect thing. I turned it off. So, one thing that people say is you need to get enough moisture in the paint before you apply it. So it needs to be like a right consistency. So we don't want chunky paint. Maybe a little bit more water, I think. A little bit. Okay, no. I think we went too much water. A little too... Yeah, too much water. A little bit more paint. I don't know if this brush is going to leave. Yeah, okay, let's see how this goes on. We'll start with the backpack, I guess. Go over there. Stitch on the show. Yeah, that's so we built that one. So we have Stitch up there. Behind there's 2 cans of primer directly there. That's the primer. We have a white and a black. I put those up there. They're in kind of but they're in the way of the Sanderson sisters' house. Okay, so I think we just brush this on nicely. And make sure we get in all the crevices here. we need a nice coat, I think. Okay, and we don't want to fill up these little gaps with paint. I think that's an important thing to remember. But we don't want to like ruin some of the details by putting a little too much on there. Well, this is so weird. Okay. All right, I'm not used to this. Okay. We just want to make sure cracks aren't, yeah, not too full of paint. We get it smoothed out evenly. I think that's our real goal here. Okay. Ooh, that actually looks really not too shabby. Oh my, how are we gonna get the small details in here? We gotta get down in like the back of his neck too. All the way in there. Underneath. I feel like I'm kind of buffing a car. You know? Trying to get that nice even coating. Okay, so we might need a smaller brush just to get inside some of these harder to reach places, it looks like. But if we do really screw up, we can always repaint it. Like, no shame in that. See how much paint we still got. We still got a little paint in here. Yeah. Okay, we want to get this arm. So I think this initial kind of coat, we can kind of get a little sloppy. I wouldn't want to get too sloppy, but we can get it on like the gun a bit, even though that's not going to be the color of the gun, obviously. But we don't want to directly apply it, I would say. But I mean, if we slip or something, it's probably not a huge deal. Because it's going to be pretty hard not to get a piece of it here when I do the shoulder, yeah? Okay. Nice, even. Yeah, the really tight spots back here. I want to get some in that neckline, but we don't want to like get a pool or anything. Get it really in the back there, but yeah, we'll have to get a smaller brush to get in some of these small areas. It looks like just smooth it out a bit. Make sure it's fully coated though, I think is also important. Maybe a little bit more pink. Looks like it dries a bit darker as well. Okay. Didn't do anything special for the stands either. Some people like to do like rocks or things like that for the stands, it looks like. Isn't a bad idea. Gets them like a little detail like they're out in the battlefield. Not feeling good? Had breakfast. Okay. No, ADHD doesn't. I shouldn't have had. I took a quick little. I put a little nicotine pouch in, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was a bad idea. That's the shaky hand right now. So I'm just gonna have to just drink some more fluids. Keep it real chill. Just have a real chill day, huh? Neuro issues. Oh yeah. Gotta get that undercroft area. Yeah, get his underpooch. I did a pretty good job. So, one thing that I really was trying to make sure when I was putting these together was to make sure that I got all of the rough edges off from the plastic bits and sanded everything pretty flat. Looks like we might... Is that a little poocher on this butt? Might have a little poocher there that I missed on that leg. Maybe that's just part of his armor. Tried to take my time putting it together, so we can get the boot without making too big of a mess here. Interesting thing about the color ultramarine, it's like I don't know if they named the Space Marines after this color, but it's like an actual color made of lapis lazuli or something like that. It's super rare apparently. It's like one of the most expensive colors to actually get. Hard to get behind this knee pad. Yeah, we're gonna need a little smaller brush to get some of these other details in. I want to get a nice coat though for this first one. Then we'll do some more of the details. Get nice and in there. Woo! Maybe I got early Parkinson's. I always equate it to too much caffeine. Or nicotine makes you shake, is like that stuff that'll make your heart rate go shakoosh. That's not good for the shakings. Could be lack of exercise too, or muscle control is always one thing to look at. If you're feeling a little shaky, make sure you're getting your wrists stretched out, especially when you play a lot of video games and stuff. You want to make sure you're getting proper wrist stretches in. Looking pretty good. Got a good enough amount of paint. Gotta make sure I get it real deep in these previes though. Some of these parts, like in his armpit here with the gun, I can't quite reach yet. Well, it's getting there. Getting nice and blued up. Hey, Julia. Did you die to that dino, Mozzie? A little scrum-diddly-um, didn't ya? Make sure we get to the very bottom. I think maybe we get that smaller brush out in a second. Really get his pooch in there. Okay. We want a nice sheen. We want a nice smooth coat, I think. Smooth as we can get. That's going to be key. Really smooth it down. We get the full boot. Yeah, so like underneath there's a bit hard to reach with this big brush. So we're going to go smaller in a second here, I think. Get in that leg. Back of the knee pads. Right there, yeah, right there. Yeah, I did a lot of smoothing out on these little plastic parts, so looking pretty decent though. And I think we just need to make sure we got a thick enough coat over some of these other bits, because some of it looks like it's not quite there. Let's see here so far. So see if we can get lighting on that. Twist. Twist. Looking all right. I need to get the lighting a little better so we can see it better, but do you go well with ketchup? Mm, mm, mm. Too tasty. He tastes like chicken nuggets, I hear. Like a sweet, juicy chicken nugget. I'd scrum him up. I'd scrum him up real good. Okay. Let's clean this brush off. I think we need to get a smaller one. Make sure we don't touch this on anything. How we do this? We gotta learn the techniques. We'll just okay, right here. Yeah, that's good. We clean this. You want to leave paint in your brushes. That's bad. I do have some brush cleaner as well. I don't want to smash the bristles or anything too bad. You want to keep them pretty good. Get it nice. Okay. Okay. Get a smaller one out. I don't know how small to go. I think maybe we just go with like a 1. Like the 1 size. Or 0. Okay, this one's a bit bigger. Maybe it's a little too big. I want something more pointy. What's this? This is the 1. Okay. Nice point. Ooh, okay. Can only have 1. See? Oh, thank you. Sorry, you have to choose. We don't want to make you choose, Christy. I think I'm better with BBQ, like Sweet Baby Ray's. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe a little. No, that sounds good actually. Yeah, no, I could see that. I want a little bit of that, like those curly hairs in there, you know, with a little bit of that Baby Ray's. Go nice on the skin. Or spicy ranch. I was thinking ranch, Christy. That was what I was going with. Yeah. Good buffalo sauce, perhaps. Ooh, yeah, nice spiciness. Yeah, I think Mozzie, I bet he's inherently spicy, so I don't think you want to add too much spice to him. Okay. Let's get a little bit of paint on this brush. So we want to get it. These little ones, I guess, they get the paint. You kind of like get it inside the center of the brush, and then you can like test it on our skin here to see like what color and consistency we get. I think we need a little bit more water. Okay, now that's too thin. Okay, let's try this. That was a little too thick. Ooh, that's smooth. Yeah, that's good. That looks good. Okay, let's try that. That's what I'm good for, right? Okay, so now let's get some of these crevies in. Some of these finer details. Just make sure they're all blued up. So I gotta get right behind this backpack and this neck and stuff. That's the important part, I think. We want color everywhere. A little bit more on the face. Make sure we get a nice, consistent color across the whole thing, I think. Really important. Like, I gotta like shove it down the back of his neck. Like, you know how people would shove their hands or something down the back of your shirt? That's what I feel like I'm doing to him right now. Just hold still, mister. You gotta get the back of your head, too. A little bit more paint. Yep. This is the messy part. We can be a little messy because it's all one color right now, which is why we did this. Make it easy on me. I didn't get enough paint on the shoulder pad though. It doesn't look good. hang him upside down. Paint his bottom, this spankable little bottom. Looks very spankable. A little bit more paint there. Okay. Now we gotta get up, like up in the shoulder pad arm area here. That neckline a bit better. Get in the deep crabs, the deep crabs. Okay. A little bit more paint on that face. I guess that's the catch with this. The big brush could hold paint for a good while, but this little one's like, nah, I don't hold much paint. I don't hold a lot. I'm such a cute brush, though. I'm very cute. Ugh. Hey, Alhoon. Yeah, this is number one. Okay, so let's just give it. We're trying to blue him up. He's getting blued right now. Okay. We don't have a great layer yet. It's not blue enough. I can still kind of see that we don't have a good enough layer all over. So, how you doing today, Alhoon? Want to keep getting it on here, I think. I'm gonna also make sure I'm hitting all these crevices. So many crevies. Get behind that knee. Make sure it's a nice smooth coat. It's going on pretty smooth though. That's pretty nice. It's really nice. It's like extra nice. Like very smooth, very smooth. Huh? I don't know, my hands don't know how to work this yet. They're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm trying to carefully detail this, and it's like, I don't know how to do that. Okay, hand, we'll learn. We're learning. Get that knee, right in the knee joint, right there. Good. Much better. Okay. This crotchal region isn't blued. It's not blued enough yet. We really got to get there. Might have been easier to start with a bigger one, right? Doing all right? Good. Good. That's what I like to hear. Excellent. We want a real blue crotch, okay? You could just really blue me up here. Oh yeah. Oh, he loves it. He's loving it. He's having a good time. He's out at the baths. Just getting a nice coat done on the armor, you know. Okay. This, because we're gonna change, you know, the chest piece. We're gonna add some like gold in there, you know, get that shiny little gold chest, and we'll probably do the fringe on the shoulder pads. Classic Space Marine. Gotta get in this pit. Fill that pit. And we want to get under this shoulder pad a little bit too. That will be gold though, technically, I believe, if we can mix the correct goldness. The gold standard, possibly. Let me wipe this. A little chunky, yeah. Right underneath. Oh yeah, get right in there. Those little teeny sections, where we want to make sure we don't miss anything. Like underneath here, right at the back. I think that's important to make sure I hit that. Or then I'll forget, and then by the end it'll be like, what happened underneath this armpit? I don't know. I didn't see that. Forgot it was there. Get that finger, the double point. Two fingers, baby. That's just enough. Sorry. This music playing is not helping. Oh yeah. Gluing the pooch. That is Space Crusade I'm selling. Painted already. Ooh, okay. You gotta show those off. You gotta provide pictures. That sounds sick. Used to do ceramic a long time ago. Love to do it. Oh, really, little lady? That sounds nice. Sounds lovely. Sounds like a good time. Let's get all up in the back of the backpack here and underneath here. Make sure that shoulder's nice and blue. We don't have enough paint on this shoulder yet. I'm kind of seeing how these little paintbrushes work compared to the big one. This is interesting. Gotta make sure everything's real smooth, though. Don't really want to spill a lot over onto the gun, even though it's not really important, because we'll paint that, obviously. But still, keep it nice and clean as you can. Oh, getting this hand is going to suck, though. Okay. Okay, little hand, I see you. I'll get you. Okay, let me stick it up the shoulder pad. Ooh, that looks really good, though, when you do that. Oh, yeah. I feel like this is a boss level. Boss level music. A little bit more paint here. Okay. There are some things that I'm thinking about doing, but I'm not 100% set on how to approach the next phase. So basically, this is the easy part. And then we're going to go into more complex things, obviously. Somehow. Make sure we get all the krebs around this backpack too. There's like a lot of little spaces in here. Yeah, like right here. Look at that. Right in the back there. Make sure we get that. Oh man, look at this backpack got little crevies too. Whoosh. Takes some patience. It's fun though. Very fun. I'm feeling very fulfilled already. We could stop right here and be done. That's it. Boom. We did it. He's kind of just blued up a bit. He's just like painting a car, really. He's just a nice car. He's just a nice sheen. Okay, then we'll just make sure our coat is nice and consistent across the board. We don't have the hand done yet. On the gun. Definitely gonna do a little spill. Okay. We can also pull out some smaller brushes for that. I want to make sure it's really smooth. That's hard. Okay, that's a technique. But Alhoon's just like, yeah, you see? It's not easy, eh? No, it's not. It's not easy. Why is his hand so small? Why is his hand so small? Inside of that shoulder pad. Somehow. If we can add more paint. Poke in there. Poke in that little armpit. Little elbow pit. Some more on that fingy. Really light that finger up. Okay. We want to make sure the boots are all the way down to the ground colored. This can be our secret little bush right here. Right at the shoe level. And we gotta get under this foot too. little bit more paint. Get in that boot, that little boot area. Takes a second to like make sure that you work out the shake real quick there, and then you're like, all right, I'm good. Just poke it very gently, exactly where you want to poke it, baby. Yeah, that boot it's looking so much better already just with little touches. Right there, yeah. We want to make sure we get it fully all the way to the bottom, because it's gonna look weird if you see like a little goob at the bottom. I think. Ooh, just breathe. It's fine. Get behind these knees, all the joint. This is an experience. Ceramic. Yeah, what did you do with ceramic? I know my mom used to do a lot of like painting and stuff when I was younger. I always thought it was stupid. Well, she's a very, mom. So she would do like silly, goofy, like little cutie things. You know how like moms love their cutie stuff. Who do like boring, weird things that I thought was lame, but she loved it. It was good. Did some decent things, I would say. She had her moments. Still does. She's great. She's a nice lady. Very sweet. Very sweet mother. Oh, yeah. Okay. Make sure we get in there. So all these pieces. So when you put it together, it's very obvious. Just a little blue on there. Of like where the crevices are after putting it together hit by hand, because it's such small little pieces. Did miss one little piece to sand on the back of his back leg there, apparently. I got like every other piece though really smooth, sanded everything down really good. But right there I'm like, I missed that one little bulge on his butt cheek. Disappointed in myself. A little disappointed. That's okay. Get a little bit more paint. Mix it up. Okay. Let's get in. Let's make sure we got full coverage underneath all these little tidbits. Really make sure we get in this jetpack. It's got a lot of little crevices. These are really cool details, though. Kind of crazy how much they added on something so small. Get over the mic. Ah, no, I touched the gun. Yeah, it's fine. Wiped off. Trying to get the right lighting. I can see exactly where we don't have enough color on yet, Ooh, smooth jazz. This one's coming at you from Smooth Jazz Land. Not this one, though. This is a different one. No, I don't like that. Hold on. A little too painty there. Uh-oh. Didn't check my color before I started applying this one. It was a little too thick. Okay, lesson learned. Spread it out over here. Make sure we get those details really shining. knee pad needs a little bit more right here. I don't have the experience to tell yet if it's like, okay, did I get enough on there? Is it just drying and the color's just changing a little bit and I need to wait for it to really show? Get that butt pooch better. Get in that butt pooch. Oosh. All right, let's see what John rolls. See what he rolls today. All right, we got to get the under crotch. There we go. $31. Okay, well, not great, not great. That's okay, John. All right, we're not judging you. Maybe a little bit. It's all part of the fun, right? It's all part of the fun. All right, yeah, okay, let's just... Now I think we go through and make sure we got all of the armpit areas really nice. Coat job on this knee. A little poopy. Oh, man. I think there's a little blemish, too. Alright, looks like we gotta be careful. Very careful. Or we screw up. Keep consistent, keep smooth. Okay, good thing to keep in mind, right? Yeah, get a little in this joint. A little less paint at a time, maybe. We just put just a dabaroni in there. It's a very small area. Need a ton. Okay, well, yeah, we can hit that tip of that brush really, really nicely, actually. Just a little bit more. I think learning the way that the brushes move is going to be very important because that seems to be a very technical thing. Really getting it correct. Okay. Just like little spots where just don't quite have fully done yet. Tip of the shoe. Under here probably. Oh, can we breathe now? Oh my goodness. Oof. I think we got to make sure we keep the paint just moist enough too. You don't want it to dry out a little or we're going to get that chunky stuff starting to happen, you know? What kind of soup do you want? Chunky! I want it so chunky. All right, make sure we've got all of those crevies around the arms in. When I put those on, very small little holes that they also leave, but they still are visual little pieces. Okay. a little bit that arm. Right on that shoulder pad too. Some people are really good at this. This is crazy. A little bit more brush. A little bit more paint in there. Oh, we still got to get a little bit. Yeah, these crevices around the head and shoulder area. Good spot right there in that shoulder. I guess. There. It's kind of hard to tell with the lighting sometimes. Did get a bunch more lights over here, but I need to probably move them over here in this area in front of the camera so we can have better lighting. Oh, this one light's not cutting it. Make sure I got enough down the back of his neck here. Such a small little spot. It's crazy. The next step, we're going to do some color mixing. And kind of all up to how you want to do it, and taking actual color mixture and things like that is actually pretty difficult comparatively to just slapping on this first coat, obviously. Oh my goodness. Okay. Get deep in that neck. We got a nice furious coat on the helmet. Oh, there's like little details on the back of this helmet too that I'm seeing. I'm like, oh my goodness. All right, we're looking pretty good so far. Maybe underneath the shoes a little I missed. Make sure we polish the boots, you know. Yeah, right in the inside here. Oh, Jesus. Right there. Let's see how we did. Oh, not bad. Little goober spot right there. That might just not be sanded enough. Yeah. A little bit of a blemish, I see. Just a little goober. That should be okay though. Oh, just like hold my breath. Okay, check that fanny out. It's looking good. Slow rotation. Okay, how's those armpits feeling, buddy? Good. Okay. Check the thrusters on the pack. Top's a little not clean enough, I'd say. Get jetpack holes real quick. Little lines, right? Oh, that's too much. Okay. Okay. So, looks good. The next step, I'm thinking, this is where we can either try to do some small detailing. Don't blink and you're dead. That's pretty much what it feels like. Am I dead? Am I dead? So I think the smartest thing to do would be maybe doing some like lighting stuff to it. Hold on, let me move this light over. You stay there. Gotta keep the cord out of the way. Careful. All right, good. Okay, this is gonna be much better. Move the mouse over here. This little guy here. Okay. Raise that up a little. Oh yeah, that's helpful. So far, I'm pretty good. Let's see. Focus. Still need a bit better lighting closer to the camera. Get that over here. Pretty helpful for looking at the details of the close up. All right. Okay. So now what we can do is add a little bit. So some of the things is like highlights, details, and there's different ways we can go with that. It's kind of all up to how we want to do it. There's always like adding lighter edges to certain bits. Like, we'll need to either mix some different color in there to make it look good. We kind of want it to shine like as if the lights were kind of zinging off them a little. You might want to use a different, smaller brush. But I think we need to add like a larger amount first and then go smaller. So if we check all of our colors, we can either use a little bit of white or some sky blue, bring it up a notch. These are more metallic-y. We don't want that. We don't want to necessarily darken it. We want it to be lighter. Just add a little bit of sky blue and see how that looks first, and then maybe add white if we need to. Nope, no reference. there's plenty of different techniques and ways to do it. Um, so I think we just want to go with however we want to, you know. I think we just so at least for Space Marines, so they have like little details. So he's got like a chest piece where it's like wings and a skull. So those will be gold for Ultramarines. We also do have the shoulder pads, which they have like a nice little fringe, little thing around the edges, which will probably you want to put gold there. This particular helmet has he's the commander, so he's got a skull right in the middle of his forehead. So we'll probably want to do that gold. And then add maybe some darker colors to some of the creases, the deep creases, I'd say. And then the creases that are more outside, like the knee pads and stuff, we kind of want to do like a little brighter sheen too, I think. Kind of like lights hitting it. Give you kind of an optical illusion of light. Let's see, yeah. Imagination. This is Imagination's station. Where it could end up bad, but it could end up great. And if it's bad, we just repaint it. Fine. Who cares? My first one. I can do whatever I want. So I think we lighten it up one shade. Then we do like a first coat with that. And then we add like a third, maybe a fourth, but like smaller and smaller increments, essentially. We'll just add a titch of this sky blue here. Maybe some white. Shiny? Oh. Why do they censor that? Shiny! I don't feel like I need a smaller or bigger brush for this. I think the small one that we're using, this one, is fine. Get a little bit of this color. Okay, so that's lightening it up a little darker. Okay, so let me compare from what I've got on my thumb here. You can pop it next to it and see how that looks. Okay, so just like a little, that's maybe like not even light enough. Like slightly lighter. I think maybe we do the slightly lighter though, just to begin with. Just to add some contrast. And then we go even lighter next step. But we gotta be really careful about putting too much on here, I think. We kind of want to do like the tops, maybe, you know, like kind of like we're shining an apple. Like right, because if we were like to do light hitting him from this angle, like right on the top. And get like a little shine on the shoulders here too. So we start from like a big spot and then we kind of shrink it down a little. Comes down. Hard to keep consistent. Kind of just like an optical illusion is what we're going for. At least that's my idea, but we'll see how that actually turns out. Get enough right here. Like original blue. Yeah, I like that look. Looks alright. Maybe like a little edge here around the collar. Yeah. A little streak on the top here of the backpack. On the back of that. Little on that butt plate. Bigger as it goes down because it's shadowed from above. I think we just kind of slowly work our way down. Not too much of an extreme change. A little bit. Just a little bit. And we get it kind of like on the top of the arm here. Not too different. Like kind of just a subtle nod here. All right, okay. Let's see how we're doing. Might have been a little too subtle, but I think it's safer to go with just something a little nicer for the initial lightning here, especially since I don't know what the crap I'm doing. And we just kind of bring it down a little. Top of it. Like, oh, don't overdo it, but then it's like, well, maybe do it a little bit harder than I am. I think I went a little too light on this, but that's fine. Probably need a smaller brush when we go down to the next step, though. Polish that shoe up a little, soldier. Side here a bit. Liking it so far. All right. So these aren't any extreme details yet, which is good. I'm gonna like just a little bit of lightness. Then we'll add a bit more. Bing bang boom. Daddy Warbucks in a second. You know, get the good gold out here. Bit by bit, exactly. And we'll get that nice, because it looks like we've got some really good gold in this paint set, and that's like that's a big one for these Marines, man. They gotta have their gold on, man. You gotta show their colors, baby. It's pretty subtle. Like I think it was a little too subtle, but I think it's good. Okay, let's add some white to it now. I think zhuzh it up even higher. Oh yeah, shake it. Lunas love to see it. Shake the paint. Shake the paint. Make sure it's mixed. Jeez. Don't judge me. Okay. All right. So now white is the easiest thing to do for lighting up. Just don't want to overdo it. Super don't want to overdo it. We just put like one little dribble droop, I think. One kabloop. That's it. That's it. That's all we want. One kablooper. Okay, mix it up. Mix it. Mix it up. Mix it up. Mix it up. Get that paint. Get it whiter. Make it nicer. Mix it up. That might not be enough. Well, this is second. Jesus, I got white all over my hand. Jesus, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I got dropped somewhere. It's like I get all over the brush. I'm like, what is happening? I'm being whited. It'll help me hold the. Okay, let's check this one. Now, I need to go lighter. I didn't go light enough last time and I regret it. Now I think we just another splooper. Yeah. We sploop. Mix it. Let's see this one. Oh yeah. Okay, that's lighter. That's a good shade lighter. That's good. Okay. And we don't want too much paint. All right. Start at the top again. We do an even smaller area this time. Trying to imagine where the light would be hitting that angle. Go from there. Top there. Just a touch on this side would be splashing, but more in the middle of the helmet here. Yeah, like that. Blue right there. I'm gonna hit the shoulder pad pretty good, but smaller. Smooth. Like when they taught you in art class, right? Where first thing they give you is like the sphere, and they're like, shadow the sphere. How do you do shading like that? Here we go. Look, we saw you on the phone and said his army is gonna fight mine. Oh yeah? I don't know how to play, so you'll have to teach me first. I'm down. I've always wanted to play, so that was always my initial thing. But it's so daunting, though, right? Ooh, yeah, that looks nice on that side. Okay, add a little bit. Right on the tip. Giggity. We all start somewhere. Actually, I do have a friend that Mozzie and he does actual tournaments for Warhammer, so I do know people. And smooth that out nicely. We get that real spherical coloring to it. This is getting more fun as it goes. I don't know. What's up, Rami? How you doing? How's your day going? Let's get just... We're getting a light shine. We want to kind of like streak it down a bit. Kind of like this. Oh, actually, I like that. That one's a little heavy there. That one's the first one I don't like. The rest of it's been pretty good. We get a shine from there. Let's see. We want to bring a line up right here. A lighter blue. Right here. Just, we want to make sure it's a smooth line with just a little curve. Really try to get that illusion. Yeah, if we don't hit all the details, though, it's really gonna... Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that is making it pop a bit. Look, okay, we get that butt pad. You got to keep in mind that jetpack's gonna block a lot of the lighting. We don't want to hit everything. We just want to, like, the bottom should actually be the brightest there. Yeah, ooh, that looks nice. Okay. Slow increments. Okay. So I think this is kind of like a interesting balance. And there's so many little details that we'll have to take care of later. Kind of crazy to me. Really shine up this neck piece. It's going to be getting the most of it. So we want that even probably the lightest part of the armor. Elbow a bit. Sure the arm's getting some love. That will be getting some of that right there across the top. These little teeny globos, man. That's a small ass glove. Love it. Can't quite feel the shape on this color yet. Let's see, right here. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's hit this shoulder. I'm gonna hit it from more like this angle. Microphone's getting in the way a little bit. I'm sure I don't have too much paint on there, especially at this point. Okay. That right there, yes. A little bit of the sweep. So this is all just kind of an idea right now. I'm not really basing this on too much. I did watch some techniques and stuff. And this is kind of one of the ideas they said to shoot for. I mean, just however you want. There's a lot of different techniques. You can do washes and other things like that. But I've always liked something that has a bit of 3D to it, personally. We got to get this crotch. This crotch is going to get it. That's going to have some big sun on that crotch. Hold on. Right on that side. Oh, yeah. The belt, too. You don't do all the way up and down on every single piece. It's not going to look right for what I'm trying to do. Anything that's sticking out. Let me get this elbow real good. Right there. Okay. Let's see. Wish I knew how to get this lighting a little better, but mix up the hands. Well, pretty hard to tell just because we're just using a lighter of the one color so far to really make it kind of pop, but we'll be adding some of the other colors and details momentarily. So let's see. Yeah, it's giving it a nice kind of optical effect. I need to get the boots though. I need to make sure I hit the boots here, right on this tip right here. Or it's not gonna look right. Right there. Just okay. So the tip of the brush is so good at detailing. Wow. Kind of surprised at how nice it is. I kind of want to give it that little shiny effect like you'd see on somebody's just polished boot, you know? Kind of what we're going for, like across the whole metal armoriness. And then we'll add some, I think, even more extreme light, a nice, very, very white tone, but in a very small strip. I'll have to use a smaller brush, I think. Do that. Okay. Master of the Palm Force. Make it really, yeah, you gotta make it pat, pat, pat. We don't have any of the, gold details, or I'm kind of, maybe I do need to pull up just a normal ultramarine just to see what kind of, because there's probably, we need to add some like blackness. We got like holes where the engines are. We got some of the thrusters on the side. We got vents. Didn't add really any of like the extra belt stuff, just because I wanted to keep it real simple for the first time here. Some of it looks good. I really cooped up the job right there. Right on this leg. I see. This is a bad spot. I just add it a little darker. That's too moist. Too much water in that paint. Hold on. Too wet, yeah, too wet. Come on. There we go. That one. Everything else is pretty decent, but that one spot looked goofy. Big of a contrast here. All right. wipe it off. Get that little light mix there. No, I think I pooped that up. I think I pooped that right up. This one, yeah. There we go. That's better. Less. Gotta find that right balance. Yeah, then I think we go back after we do the lightning, and then we go into these dark, these crevices, and we get like a real black color in there. And then I'll make it really pop, I think. All right. So far, some potential. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's not terrible. Not terrible. And that's good. Not terrible is good. All right, now I think we go for a pretty light white here. And then we do like, I'm gonna get a smaller brush. And we just do some real tiny skim lines here. This is a 0. And we just kind of just do little teeny lines of the white. Whitish, very, very white. I think mostly white at this point, yeah. Want to get a real good shine. Get your blue. Keep forgetting to wipe the water off the brush after wetting it. Then I make the paint too moist. Live and learn. Let's check our consistency. A little heavy. Okay, thin it out a little. Very thin. There we go. Very light, very light. And we can do like just some real, just little tiny shines here. Kind of hard to tell where to put it though on like a 3D image. It's kind of like just trying to keep, you know, like your perspective of where the light would be. I've gone a little too white, but yeah, we'll live, we'll learn. It's fine. Don't be too upset about it. Oh, this is a really hard spot to get this helmet in here. Yeah, I think I just need to go even smaller than I am right now. Yeah. Right there. Like, give it just a tip. Giggity. Really small. Okay. Hey, baby. Damon. What you doing? How many pants on? I don't have any of the other colors. Enlighten the blue so. What do you think? Good. The start. Go put some pants on, please. Alright. Giving it an effect. I screwed up a little bit here and there, but giving it a decent effect. Oh, no, that was bad. That was not good. Wipe that up. Good one. Can't stand how we play. Whew. Yeah, we may have gone a little too extreme on the lighter side, but good learning experience. I don't think it looks terrible, but we definitely don't know how to do the proper technique for this. But there's only one way to learn. Do it. So that's what we're doing. Especially since using a paintbrush as a tool is very, very different. Takes a lot of learning. Very, very meticulous. Well, okay, that I'm starting to get. We're starting to get some things here. This is starting to get interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're getting a little better here. Okay. So we started out pretty sloppy. All right. We're kind of honing this. Okay. A little bit higher. Okay. This one. Actually, get over on this side. Keep it a bit sharper. More light. Yeah. Okay. The way that it came down that way. That's good. Okay. That's a better way to do it. So. Forgetting to check the consistency of the water. Get me into trouble. Little shine. Okay, that's good. Just across the knuckles there. Okay. We're starting to get some tactics in here. Slowly yet surely. You get it right, it's like, okay, yeah, no, that's how it should have been. Okay. Okay. Doesn't be the entirety of the way. Or it's not gonna look right. That one's not. We'll fix it. We can fix that. That one. Okay. Some of these spots that I should not hit very hard. Someone got a little too crazy with the lighter color. Der schon gut, ja. Just a little. Shadow here. Okay. Oh, the effect is starting to take on its own kind of shapeliness. Let's see. Hard to tell though. Let's see. The white light here is pretty decent. Shine it a little like this. There we go. Getting there. All right. Decent. Now we can actually add some other colors. So the eyes are going to be red. We want to add gold for sure. So let's go ahead and start with the gold. Let me just, where's my, take a little look at a space marine. Ultramarine, just kind of see where they have their gold connect. So I have an idea of where most of it goes. Ultramarine. Warhammer. Images. Okay. Shoulders mostly. Okay. Anything up top? That's so badass. Okay, these ones are wasted. We want a little basic B-boy. Nice red eyes. I think that's a good one. Gold. It's just gold. TV time. Going to work? All right, Wander. Have a wonderful day at work. Keep doing this. I'm gonna open the page, and then I'm like, oh yes, there's a thing in the way, right? Avoid the mess. Use the tweezers. There we go. It's very goldy. Should we put this color over here? Should be really simple. There. Go back to our 0. So we get this cleaned out. Might be a little too watery. Maybe not. All right. Let's see if we can get some gold in here without screwing up the whole thing. We gotta get real close. Whew. This is making it pop so hard, though. Holy shit. Gotta be really careful not to get it anywhere else. I gotta get like the top of the skull here. Take another dab of paint to do that. Might be too much. Hold on. Whew. Really need the light in there. And my eyes. My eyes need to get bigger. I need those. I need that magnifying glass that I was talking about. That is so cool. It just like makes it so cool instantly. Put light in there. Real hard to see between his armpit. like trying to get some paint on there, but I don't have any, like wiping it around a bit on these little tiny details. Oh yeah, a little bit underneath here. Very careful. Be real careful. It's gonna kill the details. Put too much goop on it. Okay, yeah, that's looking pretty decent. Hey, Sing, how you doing? Yeah, arts and crafts today. All right, looks like we got a decent. Let's let that dry a little and see what that turns into. I think I got a little teeny bit on the left side, but doesn't. I can't really. It's very hard. You might be able to cover that up pretty easy. And then we want to do. Oof. I do the shoulder pads. Shoulder pads are gonna suck. Ugh. All right. Maybe we'll start with this other one because it's up a little. It's got a little scully symbol on it. Very small though. Yeah, quite the Thursday though. Hopefully you guys are all having a good day. Got a little tiny bit on it. The hard part is keeping the concentration the whole time. And one of the hard parts is getting like enough paint on these little tiny brushes to not like overdo it, but then not underdo it. Overdo, underdo, straight to Jeff. Permanently just in a state of panic. Not much to do. Oh yeah. It's so good at not flopping him anywhere else, and then I splooped him right up the other. We'll fix that. Not the best. Screw that up. Okay. Hmm. Whew. Underestimate the brush there. That's better. It does dry a little different than you know initially. Good. People are like, oh, maybe nah, it's good. Messes. One mess at a time, baby. It's one of my favorite mozzarella little songs. It's great. Let that dry first. That detail is so hard to get right. There's like I might need to pull out a smaller brush for this stuff. It's so tiny. Oosh. Hey Sally, how you doing? Yeah, doing good. Chilling. Seems to be alright so far. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a little closer up here. So we're starting to work on the shoulder hair here. A little detail on the chest. Some of the gold. Trying to find the focus though. We're getting there. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Hope you're doing well. Doing these shoulder pads is crazy hard though. Jesus. So small. My big old hands. Guess that's the catch. Someone's looking a little messy though in the back here. Gotta get enough gold on there, and then not too much gold on there. What a pain. What is this, school for ants? gold looks real nice. Yeah, right. Getting in that pocket's gonna be tough. Just looking like a toughy pocket. You have to get like just enough too, 'cause if you don't cover the whole thing, then it's like, well, you didn't really cover it, did you? Did you? Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I want to see that soldier's ass shining, sir. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Still got a long ways to go, but not too bad so far. Might add some. I think after we do some of these little details here, then we do like some black crevice work as well. Yeah, crevice work. Oh damn, he's got like a little tiny, teeny frickin' skull on his forehead. Jesus. Hold on, this is gonna suck butt cheeks. The whole butt cheek is gonna get sucked. I initially chose the helmet. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And now I'm like, ah, shit, that's so small. Oh my god. Oh. I got it, ish, mostly. It's really hard to see. It's very tiny on his forehead. We still gotta do his eyes red, a bunch of other stuff, but it's coming along. We're getting some gold in there. Dreamer figures gonna be ready for STV, stop motion animation. Yeah, we'll have to do some. We'll do some robot chicken antics. Who doesn't love robot chicken? I love robot chicken. I think Seth Green's funny. What? Get some gold right behind the stupid gun. A little messy. It's all right. That's okay. My first time. It's my first time. hole in his neck. Damn it. Oop. Need a. Up. Nailed it. Should add this cotton schwabber. Cotton schwabbies. Okay. Oh, thank you. You're too kind, you. We're getting there. We're getting there. We got that little skull on his forehead. Jesus, man. Get some coating. Still got to do a little bit more. It's really hard to get enough gold on here. It's like goes on real thin. It dries pretty decently, though. It looks really gold. It's really pretty. Oh, yeah. A little bit more underneath here. Very pretty gold. Right? Really hard to get this shoulder underneath the jetpack, though. I think we got it. Oh, yeah, okay. Let that dry up a bit. See how much we need to add, like a little bit more to it. Pow! Okay. Now, I think I got just a titch of gold on his neck there. That was a real hard to reach spot. We got a little bit more on that. I think we can clean that up. Wet palette's pretty good though. It's keeping everything pretty moist, I'd say. Retouch of this clay. Got some gold here, but then I tried to wipe it off, and then it kind of made little goldy spots. That's better. Shapow! Shapow! I like that. It's actually kind of looking all right. Damn, all right. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay. The next thing I want to do is maybe add some black to some of the darker crevice areas and maybe like the joints. Their joints are usually pretty blue, though, I think. Are they? Where's my... Where do their jointies, like between their knees and stuff, is it more black? Image. Show me your joint. Yeah, there's some black. I think it looked good with the black. A little black in there. In the joints. And then do a little black lining on some of the other parts, maybe. You know? One little titch right over this stupid skull that I got. golded. Perfect. Can't believe I nailed that. That's pretty good. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we get, yeah, we'll use this zero brush, and we'll use a little black. Let's see. We get like a nice. Bam! And a kiss. Coming along. This is our black. We want to be real careful with this. We just want to get it like right in some crevice, right? Just a titch. Looks like my wet pad is getting a little dry at this point. But I don't know. Like, yeah, I think we'll do some of the black details, and then maybe we'll just chill from there. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying very hard to just do like, instead of just the flat matte blue, get a little shade of like, that illusion of 3Dism there. Which I just haven't really done a lot of that outside of, 2D art. So it's very different, but similar concept. Shook the black. And then I think the black will really make the contrast. Give it a bit more of the pop, just like the little details. I really like it when they're like the joints go into that, that kind of black color. I think the black and the blue look really good on them. It doesn't look like everybody does that, but I don't care. I think it looks better with the black on some of their jointy bits. But again, we gotta be careful. Don't overdo it. Just it needs to be very subtle, I think. Very, very subtle. Make sure we don't get too much black. It's nice and thin. Alright. I think we'll start it real easy spot, just maybe just the back of the legs. Ooh, that is so tricky. It's like right in that knee joint, Wow. Got it though. Wow, I was lucky. A bit better lighting this way. And we don't want to get into the armor. We want to keep it right on the joint. Really hard to get around some of these angles, Okay. I was thinking about some contrasting lines, but that seems like it might be a little rough. Do a little black on his belt buckle. Oh yeah. That's, and then we gotta get like that leg. This is why Ultramarines are always like a good safe bet for a good start, though, right? Because it's like there's not a lot of different colors. They got some good color, but they don't have a ton of different color. You can do whatever you want, of course. Here we go. Nice booty cheek. Nice. Came back in high school were two Japanese wooden doll. Oh, that sounds cool. Used to do. I remember buying some little plastic figurines. And I got a few Gundams, but I never like painted them or anything. I put them together, but that was about it. Little teeny hole here. Miss some of his undercarriage. Okay. Oh, that's too much. Too much crotch. Uh-oh. It's contrast. It's contrast. It's very big, so it just adds to the shading. Fine. Let's see. How do we get like a little bit of, like not too much? hard to get in there. Oof. Oof, baloo. Use a smaller brush. I was like, this one's pretty small. They're like, nope. You need smaller brushes, boy. Perfect. Yeah, we might need to go small. These palm circles on the side of his head. I don't know if I can see that well enough. Oh, it seems flat. Sometimes you gotta go real light on the color. Gotta watch those handshakes. Whoosh. Whew. All right, I like it. Giving it some life, I think. Let me just do a little bit of the cutting, you know? Make it cut out a little bit, make it look a little poppier. I don't want to start low just to see how it's going to look. Oh, wow, that actually makes it look really cool. We got something here. I don't know. It's working. It's working. It's working. So far, let's see. Come here. Come on, cameraman. There you go. A little bit of schlimmity schlambos on there. We need a little black in this mess. Hard to get in here. Hard to get in here. We need a little red for the eye, though. We're gonna have to break open the red just for the eye. Nice. Okay. Whew. We can get right behind that. What? Loot this apartment. You have a gunmetal paint color. We might be doing. We don't have any little blemmies though. There we go. And a little shadow on that side of the head. Yes, there we go. Okay, just a few more little sploopers. Put a contrast in there. Kind of feel like that needs to match a little bit. I don't think that's how that would normally look on them, but that's what I'm going to do. Alright, now we just need some red on the eyes. Then maybe, I mean, shoot. Getting pretty close. So far, so good. I don't want to get the red in the eye. I need to change the gun up, though. Another question. I mean, the guns don't really have a ton, but it would be nice to have maybe a little graying or just some contrast to the gun itself. Make it pop a little better. Cover up some of the blue, I think. A little too moist. Still too moist. Nice. Well, it chose to make that black. I got the other one black. Yep. Just won't look correct. Oof. Bad. Touch it a little there. For some of that blue goldness. It's quite nice at keeping it dry or at least wet for a while. Red eyes and neon aesthetic. True. We keep him a nice little base, but not a bad thought. But yeah, they always have red eyes. It's just kind of like, one aesthetic. But I mean, of course, we can change it to whatever we want. Yeah. That actually looks not terrible. I'm pretty surprised. All right. And then, yeah. Just a quick splotch of red for the eyes. Be really careful. Maybe I'll just take the smallest possible brush, like the tiny. And then I think we're good. Oof. Stressful. Covered in paint. Worth it though. Might do like a little red black with it maybe, because it looks like the red's a little light. I kind of want it more darker. I'll get the old point nothing out. Hey, cutie. Check it out so far. Good. Gold. We just want to do Come here. I got a tissue. It's fine. I was just using my hand as a palette a bit. This is a tiny bit. How? A little bit better, maybe. Oop. A little on its match there. Not too shabby. Got the red in the eyes now. Let's see. Got me painting the screen. Hello, I'm Johnny Space Marine. How are you today? Hard to see all the colors. And I have the lights aren't perfect. Wow. All right. I think we're good. I'm not sure what else to do. So, yeah, I think we'll leave it like that. Maybe we'll look at some other possibilities, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that sits. We'll let it go, and then we'll I think do the second one. I do have a second one. So, all right. So this is what we got for our just primed, ready to go guy. And then this is our finished first edition. Focus. Turned out pretty well. I like the other guy. He looks a little cool. That's why I did this guy first, because this guy we can screw up on, but still looks really good. But yeah, I think that's all I can take for one day. good learning experience. A lot of fun. But yeah, we'll end a little early. Go check out Mozzie. Let's see if anybody else is streaming right now. Put this light over here. Whoop. What's that? Start a little strong. Oh goodness. Yeah. Check out Mr. Mazimu. Let me put his link in here. Real quick.
Enemies are more
We'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully you had fun. We'll catch you later. The second one's not done yet. So the second one has just been primed, but that's what we started with. They had that black primer on them. But we'll do the other one next time. Thanks, Zahoon. Thanks, Seeing. Thanks, Bill, Julia. Catch you later.
Time you stayed, every moment you watched and played. Hit that like, lock the channel in, click subscribe, let the next run spin. Stack the chat like a rising light. Tino's crew never leaves the fight. Frames cut out and the HUD goes dark. Heartbeat climbs like a burning spark.